Hello, my dear all students. Welcome back to our channel Gyan Manji Online Education. I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So, my dear all students, from today onwards, we are going to start our new unit from our supplementary reader, and the unit is second unit. The name of the unit is The Adventures of Toto. So, let's see which kind of stories there. So let's get started. So first kind of intro we have in this pink color. Have you ever had a baby monkey as a pet? Toto is a baby monkey. Let's find out whether he's mischievous or docile. So have you ever had a baby monkey as a pet? So have you ever seen any pet as a baby monkey? So here in the story, Toto. Who is Toto? So Toto is a baby monkey. So let's find out whether he is means Toto is mischievous or docile. So which kind of quality he has? So let's see. Let's get started our new unit, The Adventures of Toto. Grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. So here the narrator's grandfather, so he has just bought one Toto. So his Toto, and from whom he just bought it. So from a Tonga driver, and for the sum of 5 rupees, grandfather bought Toto. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey. So that was Toto, and we can just keep it with us like a pet animal. So Toto is like that, a kind of baby monkey. So it was the little red monkey and tied to a feeding trough. And the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. So here grandfather, narrator's grandfather, had his own private zoo. So in his private zoo, so many animals will be there. Here we don't know that which kind of animals he had, but here he just added this Toto, a baby monkey, in his own private zoo. Toto was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were a pearly white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. But his hands looked dried up as though they had been picked in the sun for many years. Yet his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail, while adding to his good looks, grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks. So, which kind of appearance was there of Toto? We have the description of Toto. Also served as the third hand. He could use it to hang from a branch, and it was capable of scooping up an delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. So here Toto was a pretty monkey. He was looking very pretty monkey it was. How was his eyes? So his bright eyes, those were sparkle with mischief beneath, with deep set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were a pearly white. How was his teeth? His teeth were very pearly white and were very often displayed in a smile. So he was not smiling. So whenever he smiled, oftenly we could see his white teeth in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. But his hands looked dried up, as though they had been picked in the sun for many years. Yet his fingers were quick and wicked. So how was his fingers? Quick and wicked, and his tail. So, how was his tail? While adding to his good looks. So, here grandfather was believed. What was his belief? So, here narrator's grandfather, he was believed that a tail would add to anyone's good looks. So, here for Toto, his tail was just adding his good look and also served as a third hand. He could use it to hang from a branch. We know that how the monkey use their tail. And it was capable for scooping up and delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. So that tail, they used that tail as their legs. Grandmothers always fused when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. Maybe grandmother didn't like this, so it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. So here what did they decide? They decided that Toto should be kept a secret from her, means from grandmother, until she was in a particularly good mood. So whenever grandmother will have her good mood, on that time they will revive, or they will just say her that we have this Toto in their on private zoo. Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall, where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. So, which place was as a secretly they hide? They thought to hide the Toto. So, which kind of place was there? So, grandfather and I, means narrator and his grandfather, they both put him away. They both put that Toto away in a little closet opening into narrator's bedroom wall. So, where he was tied securely, means he was secure there, wherever he was hidden. So, in that place, he was very secure place it was, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. So that was that kind of fastened into the wall, stick was there, so that Toto was there into the wall. A few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered it with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. The peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. I wondered what grandmother would say. But grandfather didn't worry. He seemed pleased with Toto's performance. So here, which kind of thing happened? A few hours later, when grandfather just wanted to release Toto, on that time they found that the wall. where they just hided that Toto, so which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather. So that Toto, it was covered with some ornamental paper which was chosen by grandfather, but right now it was stood out as naked brick and plaster, and the peg in the wall had been totally wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer which had been hanging there was in shreds. And I wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather didn't worry. So whatever the things were there, whatever the things were arranged, so that it didn't just follow that things. So the narrator just worried about that, but grandfather didn't worry about it, and he seemed pleased with Toto's performance. He's clever, said grandfather. Given time, I'm sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. So, what did the grandfather say? That he's clever, that Toto is very clever, and given time, I'm sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer. So, that blazer, he just Toto just did something with that blazer. So, what did the grandfather say? So he told that that Toto, he will just tie the torn pieces of the blazer into rope. He will convert that thing into the rope and made his escape from the window. So he will just go and escape from the window. His presence in the house still a secret. Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters where a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. So here his presence, Toto's presence in the house, still it was a secret. They didn't still release of the presence of the Toto. Still nobody knows about the Toto. So Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters where a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. So that was a particularly thing, a kind of place where all the pets, grandfather's pets, lived very sociably together. So which kind of animals or birds were there? A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and for a while my pet got. But the monkey wouldn't allow any of his companions to sleep at night. So, grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along. So, what did he decide and why did he decide? So, in his own secret place, and that cage, he had a big cage where that Toto had transferred. So in that cage, a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, tame squirrel, and a and narrator's pet god, they were in that big cage, but the monkey wouldn't allow any of his companions. So here monkey was added, but he wouldn't allow any of his companion, means any of those other animals, to sleep at night. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day, so he had to go there the very next day to collect his pension. So what did he decide? He decided to take that Toto him with him along. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. So what did they provide for Toto? So they provided a big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto, because grandfather was just taking with him Toto from Dehradun to Saharanpur for he was going to collect his pension. So here narrator couldn't accompany his grandfather on that trip, so he just provided that kit or bag, we can say. This, with some straw at the bottom, became his new abode, because secretly they had to do this because nobody know about this things, so they had to do this. So um this, with some straw at the bottom, became his new abode. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. So there was no escape when the bag was closed. No need to go aside for Toto. Toto couldn't get his hands through the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. His efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. An exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway platform. So here what happened? So when the bag was closed, there was no not any way to escape it. So Toto couldn't get his hands through the opening. He was not able to open it, and the canvas was too strong. Whatever they had provided for Toto, it was very strong canvas for him to bite his way through, and his efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. So occasionally he was jumping into the air but was not able to come outside. An exhibition that attracted a curious crowd or onlookers on the Dehradun railway platform. So on the railway platform of Dehradun, there was exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. So here, which kind of scene will be there? Just imagine. So Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur. So when grandfather, he was just producing his ticket at the railway turnstile. On that time, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. So he just gave his presents over there. So the poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "So you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." So here, what did he say to the grandfather? So the poor man uh, was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much of grandfather's annoyance. He said that ticket collector said. So grandfather, he was little bit annoyance. So he said that, "Sir, you have a dog with you." So it was looking like a dog for him. So he said that you have a dog with you, so you have to pay for it. In vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey didn't qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. So, what was the price of that dog? So, in vain did grandfather take Toto out of his bag, because he wanted to prove that it was not dog, it was monkey, it was Toto. So, in vain did he try to prove that a monkey didn't qualify as a dog. He was not qualified as dog because it was Toto, it was monkey, it was not dog. Or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector. So, he was classified as a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. So, how was his fare? What was his fare? So, we can say that 3 rupees was the fare. Then, grandfather, just to get his own back, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you change for all animals?" So here, grandfather, he just to get his own back and took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this?" So here he just showed tortoise and he just asked that, since you charge for all the animals, so what should I pay for this? So the ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look, and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." So here, what did he say when he just said, when the ticket checker means ticket collector, he just looked at tortoise and very closely, and he just prodded it with his forefinger, and he just gave a look to grandfather, narrator's grandfather, and just say that no charge for this tortoise. Why? Because that is not a dog. So, students, uh, with this, we are going to end up our today's lecture. So, if you find any difficulty regarding this, you all are free to ask me. Thank you, my dear all students, and have a nice day.